Hey everyone, it's me, Angel Benton, and it is time for another edition of Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and do a few reality shows on the side. Today we're talking all about General Hospital. So, as you know, Sunday I went to the Daytime Emmys and it was the bomb.com. It was great. It was so awesome. Anyways, General Hospital won a few categories, actually. Christina, Lexi Ainsworth, won one of them. I think it was Outstanding Younger Actress. And then, let's see. Uh, I know they won best show overall. And we'll talk about this week why I think they deserved that win, because they are really in a class above everyone else. But in a way, it kind of makes me excited for Days of Our Lives a little bit, and we'll talk about that also. But okay, so they won best directing team. They won that as well. Um, I don't know why all the winners are escaping me, because I mean everyone was there and just looked so glamorous and fierce and amazing and wonderful, and oh, it was so good. It was just so good. It was incredible. Wonderful. Okay. All right. General Hospital. Okay. So what makes this show so great is last Friday they had an episode where it was basically Tracy Quartermain on trial. Now, I thought that would be Tracy's last episode, because honestly, it would have been a good one to go out on. It was pretty fierce. So she got knocked unconscious. She was at her family's mausoleum. And what was interesting is that there were a few headstones that I couldn't see the names of. So I'm wondering, I think one of them was possibly Emily Quartermain, Monica's daughter, but I don't know who the other ones would have been. Jimmy Lee Holt, maybe, or Dawn, or I don't know. But yeah, so there was, let's see, there was AJ, Alan, Edward, and Lila. Right? So those are the four that we could see. And it was super great, because when it knocked her out, that she was, in this like dream sequence, and she was on trial for her life. And that set, and Sonny Corinthos was the judge. Diane was the DA representing life, and her attorney was Scotty Baldwin. And the bailiff was Nathan West. Okay, let's talk about Nathan. How fierce is it that Nathan got to actually be in that scene? He has nothing to do with Tracy Quartermain in real life, but I mean, good for him. That's great. I think it's awesome. He's probably like, I am so, and he didn't hardly have to say anything. He's like, this is the best. Okay, so what it set up was the most brilliant use of flashbacks that I have ever seen in my life on a soap. I'm going to say that right now. And I have been watching soaps since 1978, and this was the best. It was, so I got to give major kudos to the General Hospital team for who found all that archival footage. Sorry. See, I go to my job and I do this like 9 to 5 job, and it's very stressful and taxing. And it didn't start off being that stressful. Today actually started off with me getting a lot done, but then something happened and it just kind of threw me all out of whack and ended up just causing me lots of stress. And then so it's been, and anyways, I get home and now it's late and I just want to go to bed, but I am dedicated to you, my viewers, to give you the rundown on the soaps. And plus, I'm trying to get people excited about daytime television. I want people to start watching the soaps again. Because honestly, like, okay, let's talk about flashbacks. Okay, so the flashbacks were impeccable. And one thing that made the flashbacks, see, either a show they'll do a flashback, but it'll be more like a repeat, like Young and the Restless did, which was great. Don't get me wrong. I love that repeat. It was great. And then there are shows, Days of Our Lives, which does flashbacks from shit we saw last week. Is it really necessary to take up more time with that crap that we just saw last week? I mean, how desperate are you for viewers that you need to hold on to people from last week? I mean, that's a little much, right? But General Hospital did it perfectly. Actually, you know what? Bold and the Beautiful, when they had their 30th anniversary, and when they started celebrating like 4 months ago or whatever, they aired flashbacks at the end of every episode. It would have been nice to have one. Well, it's only a half an hour show though. But that was nice. It would be nice if they did that every show. I would love that. It would be great. Like if they had a show that was especially Quinn and Ridge. But see, the problem is recasts. So what General Hospital did is they combed and they found the best footage of Tracy Quartermain, and it was the best. They showed her loving Luke Spencer, but they also showed her mentioning Luke and Laura, saying we've all heard about Luke and Laura, and it makes me sick. I was like, oh, bitch. And then they showed her giving birth to Dylan. They showed her fighting with Alan Quartermain. They showed her withholding the pills when her father was faking his heart attack. It was, oh my God, the best clip though, which I totally had forgotten about. And even Sunny said, oh, I forgot about that. They had a scene together way back when he first came on the show. And it was right around the time that Ned was doing his duel. Ned Ashton married to Catherine Bell and Eddie Mayne married to Lois Cerullo. And he was good friends with Lois. So that's what he told her. He was like, you know what? Lois is the reason why I hate you, because she was a good person and she didn't deserve to get the shaft from you. Oh, and I totally forgot about that scene. He looked so young and so baby-faced, and it was the best. It was the best. They were two titans going up. I mean, it was great. I wish there would have been more scenes between the two of them together, because that would have been fucking awesome. I would have lived for that. But she's retiring. She's done. So good for her. I mean, she's had a long run. She's back when she was she Electra Girl or was she Dinah Girl? I don't know. She was on some superhero show with Marlena from Days of Our Lives, and they played some Wonder Woman, Batman type knockoff named Dinah Girl and Electra Girl, or Dinah Woman. I don't know. Whatever. That was before my time. It might have been like in the 70s, but I don't recall any of that. So, anyway, she's been in the business a long time. That's my point. Okay, so I really, but apparently she's going to be on next week too. So I don't know when she's going on. There have been rumors that Luke is coming back for her to go off. I don't know if that's true or not. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm going to be really honest with you, though. I mean, Luke's goodbye was just so perfect, because they actually did flashbacks with Luke, but they went way back, like before he came on the show, back when he was a little kid, and they showed why he is the way he is, and they showed his family, including his older sister Pat, who we didn't even get to meet until the very end, and who was played by the fierce mom from E.T. I forget what her name is, but she was fierce. She was great. And Nell was on there too, I think, playing maybe she played Pat. No, because the mom from E.T. played Pat now, and I think Nell played Pat. Whatever. That's how they found Nell, and Nell came back. And so they did this whole scene, and Carly was playing his mother. And, like, they did this whole thing, and it was really very interesting, and we got a lot of insight into Luke, so it was really kind of cool. And it was just a really great way to send off the character. Now, here's the rub. He's so famous for being part of Luke and Laura, right? I mean, no one really says Luke and Tracy. Do you ever? No. But you know who Luke and Laura is, right? I mean, it's the most watched. It is to this day. Some 35 years later, the most watched moment on daytime television in history ever. More people watched that than Lady Diana's wedding. Although, let's be honest, Lady Diana's wedding happened in the middle of the night here on the West Coast, so that's probably why a lot of people didn't watch it. I stayed up to watch it. I was a little kid and I loved it. I thought it was great. But, I mean, I understand why Luke and Laura's wedding it was just everything. It was everything. So, she decided to stay on the show. So, with him needing to leave, you know, they did like this swan song for him and then he took off. But now allegedly he's coming back for Tracy. I mean, it kind of, I don't know. It makes me not as emotionally invested because if he was going, that would have been a great way to say thank you, goodbye. And then he comes back and is like, oh, hey, Tracy, want to go? I don't know. Anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Angel Benton. But I'm blowing them both up. So I'm still got lots of pictures from Daytime Emmys. I'm telling you, I got it. I fucking got it this trip. And you can subscribe to me on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. And you can hashtag GH, Talk General Hospital, or you can hashtag Amazing Race to talk Amazing Race because we're going to be doing that next. Okay, thanks a lot, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.